Hello my dear students, welcome back to Learn Physics. In today's video, we are continuing with the kinematics portion, that is we were doing with the taking it together section from DC Pandey. Around 30 questions we completed, so the rest of the questions we will be doing it now. So I hope all these videos are useful for you, and so we'll start. First question, the time taken by a block of wood initially at rest to slide down a smooth inclined plane 9.8 meter long, angle of inclination is 30 degree. So a block of wood is there in an inclined plane whose angle of inclination is 30 degree. Okay, the length of the plane is 9.8 meter. We need to find out the time taken by the block to move to the other end. Initially, it is at rest. To cover this 9.8 meter, how much time it will be taking? Okay, so what will be the S here? The distance is given as 9.8 meter. Okay, and we need to find out the time. What will be the acceleration here? Acceleration, an object when it is moving down, exactly downward direction, we know it is G, 9.8 meter per second square. But here it is acting like this, right, with a slight inclination. Its object is moving with a slight inclination, but acceleration will be acting exactly downwards. So if we can find out the acceleration which is acting in this direction. Okay, so an object is at an inclined plane like this. So its acceleration will be acting exactly downwards. How much acceleration will be acting through here? So how can we find out this? See here, this will be, we can divide it into components. This is theta, and here it will be cos theta, G cos theta, and this will be G sin theta. So the acceleration which is acting through this inclined position will be G sin theta. So G sin theta. Now we can apply S is equal to ut plus half at square. It was initially at rest, they told. So u equals 0. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Applying this one, 9.8 equals half into 9.8 sin 30 into t square. Therefore, we will be getting 2 into sin 30 is 1 by 2. Therefore, that is equal to 2 t square. T equals 2 seconds. Clear? So here in this question you should understand that G is exactly, when it is acting exactly downward direction, in the direction of motion of object itself, we can substitute as G. But here in the direction of motion, G is acting only, G sin theta component is acting in the along the inclined plane. Okay, so we can find out the value of G like this. Okay, so the next question, so the answer is 2 seconds, B. Next one, a particle moves a distance x in time t according to the equation x equals t plus 5 the whole power minus 1. The acceleration of the particle is proportional to this given as acceleration is proportional to v to the power 3 by 2, acceleration is proportional to distance square, that is x square, acceleration is proportional to distance to the power minus 2, x to the power minus 2, then acceleration is proportional to v to the power 2 by 3. Okay, so here we need to find out. This is just a, what is that, differentiation we need to find out. We need to apply differentiation. So here position is given, x is equal to t plus 5 the whole power minus 1. So x to the power n equals n into x to the power n d by dt of x to the power n equals n into x to the power n minus 1. So when we are substituting that, we will get it as minus 1 into t plus 5 the whole power minus 1, that is minus 2. Okay, that is dx by dt, that is equal to velocity. Now we can find out acceleration by differentiating this velocity. Velocity while differentiating, minus 1 already it's there, minus 2 into t plus 5 the whole power minus 2 minus 1. Therefore it is equal to minus 3. Now this is 2 into t plus 5 the whole to the power minus 3. That means here already we have t plus 5 the whole power minus 1. Can we write down in terms of position or velocity? That one is it proportional to velocity or is it proportional to displacement? That only we need to find out. So t to the power minus 3 means a is proportional to x to the power 3, right? Because t to the power t plus 5 the whole power minus 1 into 3, right? So so we can write it as t plus 5 the whole power minus 1 as x. So it is x cube. A is proportional to x cube. So it's not there. So x is not proportional. Here we understood this one. So it's wrong. Now we need to find out whether it is proportional to velocity. A equals 2 into t plus 5 the whole power minus 3. Okay, so here minus 1 into t plus 5 the whole power minus 2, right? So here I can write it as minus 3, I am writing it as minus 2 into minus 3 divided by plus 3 divided by 2. Like that I can write down 2 into t plus 5 the whole power minus 3. I am writing it as minus 2 into 3 by 2. Okay, now what is minus 1? This is minus 2 into minus 1. 2 also I can write it as minus 2 into minus 1. So here minus 1, so minus 2 into minus 1 t plus 5 the whole power minus 2, I can write it as v, minus 2 into v to the power 3 by 2. So here acceleration is proportional to v to the power 3 by 2. So that is simple mathematical calculation only. Here you need to know how we are connecting this one along with the other one. Otherwise you can do one thing, you can divide. A by V you can find out. In that way also you can find out what is the relation connecting A and V. Okay, A and V, A is proportional to A by V. If you are finding out also, you can easily find out. Clear? Next question is, a ball is thrown vertically upward with a speed v from a height h meter above the ground. The time taken for the ball to hit the ground. So here we are throwing a ball vertically upward with a speed v. So initial velocity is given as v from a height h meter above the ground. Okay, so from the ground the distance covered is h meter above the ground. So it is above the ground, it is h meter. The time taken for the ball to hit the ground is. So here in this question we need to find out the time taken for the ground for the ball to come back to the ground. Okay, find the time taken by the ball to hit the ground. Here from the ground we are this is from the ground, it is h meter height. Okay, we are throwing a ball in the upward direction. How long it will take to complete? Okay, so this one here, if I am considering this as the origin, the position where we are standing, that as the origin, and what will be this distance? This will be minus h, right? So s is equal to ut vt minus half g t square. We need to find out the value of t in terms of v. How can we find out? Here minus 2h equals 2vt minus gt square. Gt square minus 2vt minus 2h equals 0. This is a quadratic equation. So s is equal to, how can we find out? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So when we are calculating this one, we will be getting it as 2 is common everywhere. Here also we can take 2 outside. So v plus or minus root of v square minus 2gh divided by 2g. So here in the options they had given v by g outside. We had taken they had taken v by g outside. So while we are taking v by g outside, how will we get v by g into 1 plus or minus. Here we can take one v outside. While we are taking the v outside, here 1 minus root of 1 minus 2gh by v divided by 2. Okay, so in this, like this, we will be finding out this equation minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac, c minus 2h only, right? So here you will be getting plus 2gh by 2. This is how we will be finding out the answer. So this is a simple equation. Here you need to check that h you should take it as negative, since we are moving it. Total displacement which is happening, displacement which is from the height, it is coming to downward direction, so minus h. The total displacement is minus h only. So stone is moving upward direction, coming back to this position, so displacement is only this much minus. So that one you should understand here. Clear? Next one, the position of a particle along x-axis at time t is given by x equals 2 plus t minus 3t square. The displacement and the distance travelled in interval of time t equals 0 to t equals 1 r. So we need to find out the distance and displacement. Position is given. Okay, distance, while we need to find out the distance and displacement, see this many problems we did. Are you remembering how to do? First we need to find out whether distance and displacement will be same or not. How can we find out that? We can when the object is at rest position, how long it will take for the object to come to rest position. So for that, to find out the rest position, velocity is equal to 0. For that, first we need to find out the velocity. Velocity equals dx by dt, therefore 1 minus 6t. Okay, at rest, velocity is equal to 0, therefore 1 minus 6t equals 0, 6t equals 1, t equals 1 by 6 seconds. Okay, this is the time required for the object to come to rest position. So here we need to find out t equals till 1 second. So whether the distance and displacement will be same? No, because this time is different. So the total time required, I am writing it as t0. Since t0 is less than the t equals 1 second, distance won't be equal to displacement. So here we can find out the distance traveled. How can we find out the distance traveled? See, at t equals 0, what is the at which position it will be? 2, and x equals 1 second, it will be at what is that? 2 plus 1 minus 3. So therefore it is equal to 0. So displacement will be equal to final position, final 0 minus initial position is 2, therefore minus 2 meter. That is the displacement. Now we are going to find out the distance travelled. Distance travelled, how can we find out? See, when t equals 0 to t equals 1 second, what will be the, so till 1 by 6 seconds, 1 slot. Then from 1 by 6 seconds to 1 second, what is the next time interval? That one we are going to find. So here, as I said you, to find out the distance travelled. Now we are going to find out the distance travelled. For that, distance travelled from 0 to 1 second. For that, we are dividing it into 2 slots as 0 to 1 by 6 seconds. And then next is from 1 by 6 to 1 second. Okay, so here at this position, final velocity is equal to 0. V square minus u square equals 2as, we can substitute, therefore s is equal to u square divided by 2a. This will be the distance covered in 0 to 1 by 6 seconds. Then next is 1 by 6 to 1 second. For that, how can we find out? Finally, it has initial position is 0. Therefore, S is equal to ut plus half at square. We can consider S, this is S1, this is S2. S2 equals initially 0, half into acceleration into Ts 1 minus 1 by 6 the whole square. Right? Now, we don't know about the value of u or a. How can we find out that? See, just look at this equation. V is equal to 1 minus 60. When we are comparing that V equals 1 minus 60 equation, V is equal to U plus AT. In that format it is, right? From that we will get U as 1 meter per second and A as minus 6 meter per second square. Therefore, S1 U square 1 divided by 2 into minus 6 and S2 as half into A as minus 6 into what is that, 5 by 6. 5 by 6. The whole square. Then we will be getting it as minus 6 minus 3. Minus 3 into 25 divided by 36. So here minus 25 divided by 12. Here minus 1 by 12 you will be getting. So total distance will be S1 plus S2. When you are adding these two, you will be getting it as minus 1 by 12 minus 25 by 12. So what is that? The negative sign is not required. For that you will be getting it as minus 26 divided by 12. So 2 point something you will be getting. Negative sign not required for the case of distance covered. So 2 point some values you will be getting 26 divided by 12. Clear? So these are some of the questions. So this kind of questions many times we did. So I hope it is clear for you. In these questions you should understand that so whether the distance and displacement are same or not. How will we identify that? If the distance covered when the object is coming to rest position, the given time interval is greater than the time required for the to complete the position, then we can opt for distance is equal to displacement. But when the given time is greater than the time required to complete the motion, then we need to find out how separately. Okay, clear? So when we are considering velocity is equal to 0, first we are considering it is if velocity is equal to 0, then what will be the time? That is to come to rest position, how long it will be taking. Okay, if that time interval is equal to or less than the given time, then distance is equal to displacement. If the time required to complete the rest position is less than the given time, then we need to find out the distance and displacement separately. Okay, clear? So these are some of the questions from DC Pandey sir's book. I hope it is useful for you, and if you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching. Bye.